No me dieron logro. Tampoco. Bueno, que la serie de Minecraft hicimos una sola semana y queríamos volver, pero con el tema de los estudios decidimos hacer Rocket League, que es algo bastante más fácil de subir y que me estuvo gustando bastante, pero prometo que vamos a traer más juegos en stream. ¿No te acordás de lo que acabo?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Es que son muy largas las opciones para seguir. Cada vez son más largas. Debería volver.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Nada,
well.
que
Perhaps he
vamos a
wanted to
subir
stop
Minecraft,
by
pero
the
también queremos
employee
subirlo con
lounge
Robert. Esta
first,
semana
just
Robert
to
estuvo
admire it.
ocupado, así que decidimos
Stanley felt
esperarlo
lightheaded,
también. Además
butterflies in
esperamos
his
entre
stomach,
nosotros.
but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No sé, ya debería hacerlo. No, voy a atender el teléfono. Me interesa mucho escuchar a mi
Stanley was
esposa.
so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Dámelo. Dame el teléfono.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
No me hables tan desesperado, che. A ver.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Oh.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Ay.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Sí.
They want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
¿Me puedo mover?
Sorry,
Ay.
but you're in my story now.
Ok.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh, me voy a morir. Buen día, empleado 427. Oprime Y en tu... Oprime Y en tu teclado.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Oprime C.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Ok, literal me está haciendo hacer lo que hago en mi computadorita cuando todavía había gente y no era yo solo. Tengo que apretar lo que me piden.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic
Bueno,
adventures.
eso no está tan
From
mal.
behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Ay, qué bueno. Vamos a mirar la televisión.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Esta es mi
The
casa
thought
igual.
excited him terribly.
Tiempo, los chicos.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Ok, prepara la cena.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Ok.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Llamo persona de
But there is
plástico.
no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Ok. Maybe si aprieto otro botón. ¿Qué pasa si primo, señor? O sea, supongo que si aprieto la H para estar en el trabajo a la mañana, me va a llevar a la escena inicial y voy a tener que reiniciar todo el juego y así sucesivamente. Ya me empiezo a cansar medio ver los mismos escenarios al principio y tener que pensar en otras soluciones y otras escapatorias. La siguiente que voy a hacer, si no pasa nada dentro de poco, es cuando reinicie el juego voy a ir por la derecha y voy a bajar, o sea, voy a tomar derecha y la puerta izquierda y voy a bajar por ese como ascensor que había. No voy a ir ni a la sala de el jefe, que aunque podría ir porque había otra puerta para hacer cosas, ni voy a ir a donde está el teléfono. Pero no pasa nada. No pasa nada. No pasa nada. Pero... nada. Tengo poca paciencia, pero me parece que también esto es parte del juego. Dice acá. I hate Mondays. Odio los lunes. Opa. Este reloj es de marca. Voy a ver eso. No puedo hacer nada. Realmente no puedo hacer nada. Debe ser que tengo que esperar, qué sé yo, una banda de tiempo hasta que... hasta que pase algo. Lo voy a tocar. Lo toco.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Oprime algo para no cuestionar.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried...
Toqué un botón por las dudas. Y la inició. Sabía que. Bien. Para el señor narrador desde ya le aviso que no va a ser la última ni la única vez que voy a estar haciendo esto, señor.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Igual, ufarte. Antes todas las computadoras no estaban por ahí. Por la duda de que a alguien le interese. Mira, eso cambió. Never is the end. Never is the end. Nunca es el final. Nunca es el final.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Sí. Es absolutamente lo que quiero. ¿Te imaginas que en algún final nos
The
encontramos a
lounge was
alguien?
grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
Arre.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Sí, puedo hacer eso.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Mentira. Creo que es la última partida, depende de cuánto tardemos hasta llegar al fin. What?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
No
He
quería.
wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Se ponía a cantar. Bueno, depende de cuánto tardemos en llegar al final. Va a ser la última partida igual me parece. Sí, la única puerta abierta
Oh,
es...
no, it's to the right, my mistake.
El señor. No juegue así conmigo. No va a ser. Sabía que...
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Sí, tranquilo. Qué difícil debe ser seguir estos guiones. Ya sé que vamos a jugar en un momento.
Left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now.
Estoy.
This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Mira, ¿cómo lo...? No. Un camión. Prendido. ¿Qué? Oh, no puedo bajar más. Ok, llegamos.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley,
Literal.
close your eyes.
Cierro los ojos.
Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Okay.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm?
Okay.
Okay, from the top.